Hey guys, I'm starting to give it a week on the new Revlon Nearly Naked makeup. I got mine in Shell. I'm on my webcam, so the lighting's not great. My camera's being weird, but hopefully we'll be back for tomorrow for day 2. But for now, we're just going to start with the webcam. I'm going to try applying it the way I like to apply foundation, which is with my brush, sprayed with my Revlon, just buffed it.
Intoxicated by the fear and the flame. It's paranoia in your veins. We're all lying to the mirror, lying to ourselves, hiding in the glitter, lying to the mirror. It is the beauty of our flaws that will define us. So don't hold on to all the things you never had.
It's day 2 of my Give It a Week. We're on my webcam again. I apologize, but hopefully tomorrow we will be on a real camera. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it the same way as yesterday because it seemed to work pretty well. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's day 3 of my Give It a Week. I'm sorry for still being on this webcam. My camera is still out of commission. What's wrong with it? It doesn't even take long to fix. It just hasn't gotten to being fixed yet. So, I'm not going to film the final day until I do have, my real camera, so don't worry about that. But for now, I suppose I thought this would work. Anyway, so yesterday I did wear this for a long time, including through a nap, and it still looked really good. Just thought I'd let you know about that. But anyway, the only thing I had a problem with yesterday was I had some trouble applying it. I didn't think it looked it looked a little patchy for some reason. So I'm gonna try applying it with my finger because I was finding it was showing the brush strokes, which is not really the look I'm going for. So yeah, I'm gonna try it with my fingers today.
Hey everyone, so it's day 4 of my Give It a Week, and I'm finally back on my camera, and actually this is quite a few days after my last day, because once I got my camera issues resolved, I was sick all weekend, and or getting sick, or recovering from being sick, so I didn't really want to wear makeup, so I haven't actually worn makeup for the better part of a week, so it's been a while since I've actually used my Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, but last time I used it, I used my fingers, and while I still didn't love it, I thought, the way it blended on my skin, I thought it worked better than it did with a brush, for me personally, without moisturizer on. When I had moisturizer on, I found it worked fine with the brush, but I don't always have time to put moisturizer on. So I'm just going to apply this with my fingers again. And yeah, tomorrow should be the last day, so hopefully I'll, do that again tomorrow and put up and do my final thoughts. And then you will be seeing this video. So, yeah, let's go ahead and apply. Downside to being sick is my skin is absolutely horrible. It wasn't that dry when I was sick because I was drinking a lot of water, but it's really dried out now. Also have a lot of blemishes that are going away from when I was sick, and dark circles because I haven't really slept that well in a few days, and then a lot of redness around my nose because it's very raw from blowing it. So yay, lots to cover. Who you are is what
what you are is you. We're all lying to the mirror, lying to ourselves, hiding in the glitter, lying to we're all lying to the mirror.
It's just kind of sitting and not blending around like a few areas, and it's not actually that noticeable, but like, I don't know, I don't like it. So I'm actually gonna spritz it with my Revlon stuff over it and just see if that helps. And then I'm just gonna pat in the areas where I'm finding it sitting. Might take away some of your coverage, be warned, but I've heard this trick before for like, you know, blending stuff a little better. And I don't like the way the brush blends this, so I wanted to see if this would help. It's not a miracle, but it'll do the trick. I'm going to go ahead and let that sit and then apply the rest of my makeup, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Okay, so it's the last day of my Give It a Week, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation. And then I'm going to come back later in the day after I've been wearing it for a while and do my final impressions. So let's get to it. Okay, so that seems to be as good as it's gonna get, and I think it does actually look pretty good today. I did moisturize earlier today, so that seems to make a difference, the moisture in your skin, as well as I like to apply it with my fingers. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back in not too long to do my final thoughts on this foundation. So guys, I'm here with my final thoughts on this product, which is the Revlon Nearly Naked Makeup. And I never told you my shade is 130 Shell. So I am wearing this today. I have been wearing it for 5 days. Let me kind of try to, I don't know if that gives you a better look at it. There's what it looks like. Yeah, I might be a little washed out because I'm by the window. I just like to film here when I'm just doing these talking videos. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and get started telling you about this. This product, you know, it's supposed to, let me see if I can look up some claims real quick on my computer. But I'll go ahead and start by saying it's not my favorite product ever, but in the winter, nothing really is. I have a hard time finding something I love on my face in the winter. This is one that it's very moist feeling, but it still looks very dry. Like on the areas where I have dryness, it tends to cling, even though it does feel moist, as I said. It doesn't feel super dry on the skin. So I love the way it feels. Like, it feels weightless, it feels moist, but it doesn't, and it looks nice from a distance, and it does give you a nice finish in the sense that it gives you a glow to your skin. But like in these areas, like right now, because I was sick, right in here is so dry on my nose, and it's caked on there so much. Like, it looks very not good. But like on the cheeks, it looks nice, and I think it gives a pretty good coverage. I never really go for a full coverage foundation, so for me this is more than enough coverage. Let me go ahead and look up those claims so I can go into more of what it's supposed to do versus what I find it does. But while I'm looking it up, I guess I can real quick tell you my favorite way to apply this, because I kind of mixed it up throughout the week. My favorite way is with my fingers, but my skin has to have had moisturizer on beforehand, or else it's hard to blend even with your fingers. I don't find this a super blendable foundation. So let me go ahead and look up those claims, and then we'll hop to. Okay, so I found it on Ulta's website. They always have good like descriptions of what you're supposed to do with it, like straight off Revlon, I'm sure, but I like to look there. So what it says is Revlon's breakthrough nearly naked makeup balances skin and makeup so they work in perfect harmony. With buildable coverage and seamless blending, you are sure to cover flaws and perfect your skin's tone and texture. No heavy, cakey, or greasy mess. Sorry if you hear squeaking. My dog's on my bed, and he was moving. But anyway, so I don't find this very breakthrough. Actually, if there's one foundation, I have it over there, but one foundation I would compare this to, it's actually the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. They're both like a very runny formula, and they're both supposed to be very luminous and like, you know, naked, nearly naked or healthy skin, so look like skin. I do like that one a little better though. Both of them I find to be like, they feel very runny, but they do give a nice amount of coverage. But I do also find them a little hard to blend. Like this one a little more so. Like with my brush, I found it left like little marks where the brush hairs were, so I'd have to go over the whole thing with my fingers anyway, which is why I kind of decided it was easier to just apply with your fingers. But yeah, I don't know why it's hard to blend because it's thin, but for some reason I did find that hard to blend. So as far as balancing the skin, it does look really nice and even across the skin, but what I will say is that it doesn't give a huge amount of coverage, a nice decent amount, but it doesn't completely balance it. You might need some concealer if you have anything like I do right now. I have pretty bad breakout, so for me I did need concealer, and so they work in perfect harmony. I don't know how the color matches, because it says it should perfect your skin's tone. For me, it's a good match as far as darkness, but it might be a little too yellow. Like, because my dad actually, and he doesn't really notice my makeup or whatever, but he said on New Year's Eve, which was the first day I wore it, so it was kind of partially that I didn't know how to apply it well quite yet. He said my skin looked an odd color. Like, not that odd, like nobody else noticed, I don't think, but it was just like slightly off. But it's close enough, and so that's fine. But with buildable coverage, it does build a little, but like I said, it tends to cling to like hairs on your face and dry patches, so you don't want to really build it too much in those kind of areas. Seamless blending, again, I don't find it very blendable. No heavy, cakey, or greasy mess. It's not that greasy, I don't find, and my skin's dry, so that's something to keep in mind if you have oily skin. I don't think it would be, because as I said, it's a little bit more, I find it like Neutrogena Healthy Skin, so think if that worked for you. And as far as heavy, cakey, it's not heavy, it doesn't feel heavy on your face, but as far as cakey, I would say it does cake in certain areas for my dry skin. So for me, out of 10, I think I'm going to give this product maybe a 6. I like it, it's decent, I will use it up, I'm sure, but it's not my favorite thing ever. Like I said, I'd probably pick up the Neutrogena Healthy Skin over this, although this one is a lot cheaper. I got mine for like $8, and on Ulta website it says 10, so, and that one's like 12 or something. So this is cheaper, so that's one thing I will say, but I do kind of prefer that one, I think. It's a little easier to blend because I do apply that with a brush and I find it works. Actually, this is one that I would think I'd like to try mixed with my Rebel Light by Benefit, because that's what I do with the Neutrogena Healthy Skin, and I really think it works beautifully together, so I think I will try this mixed with that, and maybe I'll let you know, like in future favorites video, if that ended up working for me. But as far as on its own, I don't love it. I just think it doesn't blend that easy, and I don't love it mixed, or I don't love it in like drier areas of my face. So yeah, a 6 is that. It's not horrible, it's not amazing. So I hope you guys found this Give It a Week helpful. Be sure to like this video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see future Give It a Weeks, because I'm sure I'm trying to get back into them, because it's actually been a while since I've done them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.